Hey everybody, Sean from Media Assault here, and it's time once again for another video. This time is going to be an update to my video game collection. This will actually be showing you my PlayStation 4 collection, at least the physical games that I own for my PlayStation 4. Little disclaimer here, I bought the PlayStation 4 on launch day, and I bought a few games with it. I sold a few of the games of my initial collection, and I've recently started buying games again, but more often than not, I've been buying digital instead of physical, just because I put a 2 terabyte hard drive in my PlayStation 4. But I still prefer the physical copies, but you can get some amazing deals on some of the flash sales on the PlayStation Store, so that's what I've been doing. And if you hear some disruption, my cat is having a field day with his toy mouse right now, so I apologize for that. But I'll show you the games that I have. First up will be the games that I've played, and then second will be the few games that I have not yet played, and I'll give you my thoughts on each. So we'll just start. First up is Sniper Elite 3. This is the Ultimate Edition. I have played through the original campaign. I have not played, or at least played through, any of the DLC on this, but I enjoy these games. I really liked Sniper Elite 2. The original Sniper Elite was a little too difficult for me. I couldn't get into it. It may have been the control mechanism, I'm not really sure, but it was on the original Xbox, and I just did not get into it. But the second one and the third one I really enjoy. I love guilty pleasure. I love the over-the-top animations when you shoot somebody, but you know, that's probably not very PC, especially for the recent events in time, but it's a fun game. Next is Batman Arkham Knight. This is a game that I really, really enjoy. I love all of the Rocksteady developed Batman games. This is probably not my favorite one, but it is probably my second favorite. My favorite is the original Arkham Asylum, but this is a hell of a lot of fun, and the graphics in this are phenomenal. Really great game. This is probably my all-time favorite shooter of all time. This is Battlefield 4. I am of the thought that the Battlefield games are much better than the Call of Duty games. I'm sure I'll get hate for that. But Battlefield Hardline I didn't like that much, but this I loved. This was actually the first game I bought for my PS4. Killzone Shadowfall. This was a launch title. I believe I got most of the way through this. I don't think I actually finished it, though. I came really close, and then I just kind of petered out on it. I've played Killzone 2 of the other Killzone games, and they're fun, but they're just not quite there as far as other shooters. But I can see why they have their fans, or it has its fans. This actually made it into the played pile, and I have not yet played through this. I just purchased this fairly recently, but this is Last of Us Remastered. I bought the PS3 version, and then I traded it in before I played it because I wanted to get this upgraded version. And I started it, but I have not gotten that far into it. But this really should have been in my collection of haven't played yet. This is one that I've played and finished. This is Infamous Second Son, and I'm a huge fan of the Infamous games for the PS4, or for PlayStation in general. These are PlayStation exclusive titles. Just a really fun game where you basically become a superhero with superpowers, and you have to use them. You can choose to be either evil or good. I have reviews for the first and second Infamous games on my channel. They're way old, but check them out. Really enjoyed this. This is a game that I bought also fairly recently at GameStop because it was really cheap. I started it. This really isn't my cup of tea. It's more of a platformer. And I believe this was a launch title as well, but just not my cup of tea. Game that should be my cup of tea, but really isn't, is Godzilla. This, unfortunately, is a terrible game. This could have been a PlayStation 2 game. I really like taking over and destroying cities as Godzilla or any of the other Toho monsters, but the controls on this are just really wonky. The graphics are really terrible. The only reason I haven't traded it in because it is a guilty pleasure to just knock the shit out of stuff as Godzilla. This is Madden 2015. I love the Madden games. I'm unapologetic for that. I did not get the most recent one on PS4. I got it on Xbox One. And I'll show you my Xbox One collection in the future. It's a little bit bigger than my PS4 collection. But this is all right. I like the 2016 version better. I'll just throw this up here. Speaking of Madden, this is the launch title, Madden. And I have that as well. This is the Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection. And I played all of these on the PS3 except for the third one. And I want to play through this one before I play the fourth one. And I have that here. So I haven't played this yet. But those are the Uncharted games for the PS4. Now these are the games that I have not yet played through yet. I've either gotten these really cheap used or got deals on them or just decided to pick them up for just experimentation. But I have literally not popped any of these remaining 4 games into my PS4 yet. This is Grand Ages Medieval. This is, or at least appears to be, sort of a world-building strategy game. I kind of took a chance on this. I bought it used. I've heard good things and bad things about it. If you've played it, let me know your thoughts on it. This is a game that is also sort of a turn-based strategy type game. This is the remastered version of Valkyria Chronicles. It comes in a neat, nifty steelbook. I have not even ripped off the plastic on this yet, but I'm looking forward to playing that. I own that for the PS3, and then I sold it, so I have not even played the PS3 version. This I kind of bought on a dare because I know these games are incredibly hard. I really want to give it a spin. This is Bloodborne, obviously, and this is from the makers of the Dark Souls and Demon Souls game for PlayStation 3, and the Dark Souls game also has continued onto the Xbox 360 and Xbox One and PS4 as well. I know this is kind of going to be an exercise in futility probably for me because I'm not exactly the super hardcore gamer, but I really want to give it a try. I've just heard nothing but good things about this, so wish me luck on that. And then last but not least is The Order, and I actually took this up to the counter at GameStop, and the employee who worked there, I was going to buy a pre-owned version, and I did, and I just took up a regular copy, and she said, oh, look, I have one of these in stock, and gave me this nifty steelbook version, which includes some stickers and an advertisement for an art book, some digital content that looks like it has not expired yet. I won't show you the code. And look at this. It's an ad for Bloodborne. Oops. There you go. And then it's got some nice artwork underneath the disc. But I have not played this yet either. I have read both good and bad things about it. I know it's really short. It's more of a tech demo, I've heard. But I was just interested in playing it, and like I said, I got it pre-owned and was not expecting to get the steelbook version, so it's kind of an added bonus. But there you go. That's the physical part of my PS4 collection. I will maybe try to do my digital collection at some point, but look forward to my Xbox One collection coming up in the near future. So there you go, everybody. As always, feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.